Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and I thank you for being here. So today's video is going to be a bit different from my usual Sicilian adventures or redecorating projects that I have going on at the cottage at the moment. Instead, I'm heading back to Malta to spend some quality time with my family over Easter. In today's vlog, I will take you through my personal emotions and deep thoughts on my experience of being away from home and family. And also throughout the video, I will show you some footage of Malta. For those who have been following me on my channel, you'll know that I lived in Malta for, well, all my life. Malta is my home. It's where I raised my 4 kids, where so many beautiful memories were made. Malta has been everything to me, my childhood, my memories, the life I built. It wasn't easy leaving family behind, knowing the distance was no longer measured by a short drive, but by an ocean in between. However, the silver lining of moving to Sicily while leaving family behind in Malta is the proximity of the two islands. You're just a short ferry ride or a flight away, making frequent visits much easier and more affordable compared to being further away in the world. In today's world full of technology, it's very easy to stay connected. The simple knowledge that you can see them easily whenever you need or want can make the physical separation feel less daunting. Initially, I had to keep reminding myself that this was not about leaving them behind. It was about living a life that felt true to who I am or who I became, even if it meant walking a path that wasn't as familiar. Many might think that at age 60, it's too late to start over, too late to chase a dream, or too silly to dream at all. When we decided to move away, we leave behind comfort, sense of security we've built over the years. The family we love, the places we know, the routines that made us feel grounded. These are all the things that you have to let go of, and it can feel very unsettling and daunting. However, moving away is a powerful act of growth. It is a leap of faith that sometimes requires more courage than you think you have, but it can also lead to some of the most rewarding experiences of life. Vic and I figured that at 60, we don't have forever left, and we have to push ourselves out of our comfort zone, even if it means taking a step into the unknown. It's scary, but it's also liberating. Leaving family behind makes the decision a much more difficult one. My children have all visited us in Sicily, and my daughter comes very often with 2 of my grandsons. Saying goodbye to family every time is hard. It's like leaving a piece of yourself behind or having a part of you depart with them. But I have to remind myself that I am not disappearing, and there will be many more visits. Plus, we try to keep in touch almost daily. When my grandkids visit us in Sicily, I always make sure to make the visit a very memorable one, so much so that they are always heartbroken when it's time to say goodbye. I came from a very close-knit family, always there for each other through thick and thin. My siblings, cousins, aunts and uncles, my children, we were a tight circle. We celebrated everything together and supported each other. In my mind, home was always in Malta. But life, as it often does, changes. We start to lose close family members, and the dynamics of the family quickly starts to change. And eventually, circumstances change us, and consequently, the dreams start to change too. For anyone who has ever had to leave home later in life, you'll know what I mean. Please feel free to share your thoughts or experiences below in the comment section. It sometimes can feel like you've built this entire life, and then you're asked to pack it up and start over. But sometimes life calls for change, even when you're not sure you are ready. I always thought I would stay all my life in Malta, but the heart suddenly wanted something different, so I chose to follow the heart. I think that the hardest aspect of leaving family, even for an exciting life in Sicily, is the emotional push and pull. In the beginning, you experience feelings of guilt, through the influence of society and also some family members. Sometimes the thing that holds us back the most is not fear, but it's guilt. The guilt of leaving family behind, of leaving the place that's been my home for 60 years. Coming from a small island society, it may seem to some that you are abandoning all that or running away from it, but that's far from the truth or reality. You feel torn between the excitement of a new adventure and the desire to stay close to loved ones. But when we reach a certain age, been through a lot of heartache and life-changing experiences, we come to realize that time is the one thing we cannot get back, and maybe, just maybe, it's worth to spend your time doing what your heart desires. My family, they miss me and I miss them. Not a day passes that I don't think of them or wish that they live on this beautiful island of Sicily too. But the beauty of love is that it doesn't require proximity to survive. We now spend quality time over quantity, and we are still making some beautiful memories together. If you've ever thought it's too late to start over, to follow a dream that seems out of reach, maybe it's not. We obviously don't all have the same dreams, but the right moment to follow your dream will present itself, and you can either let it go or follow it. That's exactly how it was for me and Sicily was worth the leap. I know that this move was right for me, and I am very lucky and blessed that Vic was at that same crossroad and we held the same dream. It is strange, isn't it? The way life pushes us into a new chapter. You don't always see it coming, and when you finally turn the page and take that new step, you end up wondering and doubting if you're doing the right thing. However, now that I did the move and some years have passed, I realize that the journey, while life-changing, doesn't erase the love and connection I have with my family. Leaving family behind was the hardest thing I have ever done. But loving them meant being honest with them and with myself. I miss them every single day, but in this space, in this quiet, I have found a version of myself I thought I had lost. If you're still with me and have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, for listening, and maybe even for understanding. Hope to see you on my next video, where we will continue with the redecorating of the cottage and all the DIY projects we have planned. Vic stayed in Sicily with our 4 dogs, and he continued working on the base of the outdoor kitchen.
This is live from Casa del Sone, and we just poured the second phase of our outdoor kitchen base. Hopefully, we need a bit more to get it done. Bye. See you later.
I will see you all on my next video. Till then, bye bye.